More than 12 weeks after his trial began, jurors are now deciding the fate of George Wagner IV.
9 women and 3 men will now decide if he's guilty of the murders of 8 people in the Pike County massacre. Local 12's James Pilcher has a look at the closing arguments from Wagner's defense.
The jury officially received the case today shortly after 5 o'clock after hearing more than 4 hours of jury instructions, and it takes us one step closer to a verdict in what has become one of Ohio's longest criminal cases in history. George Wagner IV is charged with aggravated murder and other crimes in the April 2016 killings of 8 members of the Roden and Gilley families. The case has taken more than 3.5 months to get to this point, with prosecutors laying out in detail all the evidence collected during the 2.5-year investigation. Wagner's defense lawyer John Parker gave closing arguments early Tuesday, reiterating what Wagner himself said from the stand in his own defense, that he wasn't there and didn't know about the plot to kill the Rodens.
You folks stand between the power of the government and a man like George Wagner. So you've seen the power of the government. And in this particular case, they've overreached when it comes to George.
That was followed by a passionate final rebuttal from Special Prosecutor Andy Wilson, saying the jury should find Wagner was part of the conspiracy to kill the Rodens.
And when you make that finding, when you look at all that evidence, he's guilty. At that point, by law, you're required to find him guilty. And that's what you'll do, because that's what he is.
So Judge Randy Deering dismissed the jury this evening after delivering more than 4 hours of jury instructions that included 150 pages. And given that that has that much complexity plus 22 different charges they've got to work through, we have no idea how long it's going to take for them to reach a verdict. But I'll be standing by here and we'll be breaking in live when that happens. In Waverly, James Pilcher, Local 12 News.
And we are, of course, covering the Pike County Massacre trial on all of our platforms, and we will bring you the verdict via our live stream on our free Local 12 News app or on our website, local12.com.